Hello everyone, myself Durga Prakash, working as Assistant Professor in Department of EEE, VIT Bhimavaram. In this video, you will see experiment on how to measure three-phase reactive power by using single-phase wattmeter for balance loading. It is one of the experiments in your electrical measurements laboratory. I think you are very familiar with the wattmeters because you used wattmeters frequently in your previous laboratories. Actually, what is the purpose of wattmeter? The main purpose of wattmeter is to measure active power in a given circuit. Today, we will see how this same wattmeter will measure three-phase reactive power. Let us start with operators required. So these are the operators required for our experiment: three-phase supply, three-phase auto transformer, three-phase inductive load, single-phase wattmeter, voltmeter, and ammeter. And let us see the circuit diagram of our experiment. So in the circuit diagram, we have a three-phase AC supply. The three-phase AC supply is connected to three-phase auto transformer via TPST switch and fuses. And the output of three-phase auto transformer is connected to three-phase inductive load via meters. Here we have three meters like ammeter, voltmeter, and wattmeter. So the ammeter is connected in series with R phase. The voltmeter is connected across R phase and Y phase. But also you may connect voltmeter across Y phase and B phase also. And coming to the wattmeter connections, here the wattmeter connections are very important. These wattmeter connections are completely different from regular connections. In regular connections, generally we make a MCs short circuited, but here we have separated current coil and pressure coil. The current coil is connected in series with R phase and the pressure coil is connected across Y phase and B phase. Now the wattmeter reading, here wattmeter reads the three-phase reactive power. It means it measures the voltage across Y phase and B phase and the current flowing through the R phase and the cosine of phase angle between V by B and the IR current. So I can say here the wattmeter reading is nothing but three-phase reactive power, but we need some justification. For this justification purpose, here I have taken vector diagram of our three-phase inductive load. So this is the wattmeter reading. Just now we have seen VYB into IR into cos of 90 minus 5. So VYB is the wattmeter is measuring the voltage between Y phase and B phase. So the voltage between any two phases is nothing but line voltage. And it is measuring the current flowing through the R phase. So since it is a star connected load, the phase current is equal to line current. Therefore, it is equal to line current IL. And cos of 90 minus 5, you know very well cos of 90 minus 5 is nothing but sin 5. Here 90 minus 5 is the phase angle between V by B and IR. So we have to know how we have got the phase angle 90 minus 5 between V by B and IR. For this purpose, I have taken a vector diagram. So in the vector diagram, we have a three-phase voltages VR, VY, VB. Since it is the balanced load, the phase angle between VR and VB is 120 degrees. Similarly, the phase angle between VY and VB also 120 degrees. And the phase angle between VY and VR also 120 degrees. So initially, I have to draw the IR phasor. So here I have drawn IR phasor. Since it is the lagging load, the IR vector is lags behind VR by 5. So here phi is the phase angle between VR and IR. Now I need to draw the VYB. So where I need to draw the VYB? So what is VYB? VYB is the vector sum of VY phase voltage and VB phase voltage. Because VYB is nothing but line voltage. It is simply vector sum of Y phase voltage and B phase voltage. See, here I have taken minus VB. So minus VB is nothing but mirror image of VB. So therefore, I can easily draw the VYB. Now this is the VYB vector. Now my target is I need to find what is the phase angle between VYB and IR. You know very well the phase angle between phase voltage and the corresponding line voltage is 30 degrees. I mean here the phase angle between VY and VYB is the 30 degrees. Actually, what is the phase angle between VR and VY? 120 degrees. If you exclude 30 degrees from 120 degrees, you will get the phase angle between VYB and VR. That is nothing but 90 degrees. And if you exclude 5 from 90, you will get the phase angle from VYB and IR. So like this, we can find the phase angle between VYB and IR. Once if you find the phase angle between VYB and IR, we can easily came to know that the wattmeter reading is nothing but the reactive power. Actually, wattmeter reading is VL, sin phi. But I want a three-phase reactive power. If I want a three-phase reactive power, I must multiply with root 3. Therefore, three-phase reactive power is equal to root 3 VL, sin phi. And coming to the experimental procedure, so initially we had to switch on the TPST switch. I mean, after giving connections, we had to switch on the TPST switch. Once if you switch on the TPST switch, the three-phase supply will appear across input terminal of three-phase auto transformer. So by using auto transformer, we can able to vary the output voltage. Here here we will keep the voltage is 120 volts. Why? Because we can apply rated voltage. What is the rated voltage here? 450 volts. If you apply rated voltage to this load, you will get more magnetic hum. I mean, we will get more magnetic noise. That is the reason why we are supplying only 120 volts, right? Once if you supply 120 volts, then we can start. We can put some load on. Circuit. Like initially, we can keep some load at 1 ampere, like 1 ampere, and we have to take the corresponding wattmeter reading. And again, we can increase the load like at 2 amperes, and you can take the corresponding wattmeter reading. Likewise, if you increase the load, automatically the wattmeter reading also increases. Why? Because if you increase the load, in the sense we are indirectly we are increasing the inductive load. If the inductive load is increasing, the corresponding reactive power consumption also increases. So likewise, 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, we can go up to rated current of this inductive load, right? And the corresponding and all the readings we have to table corresponding table.
Hi students, now our experiment is measurement of three-phase reactive power with single phase wattmeter for balanced loading. This is our experiment. Already we are discussed in demo section. Now we are going to the operators. Now this is the three-phase supply. We required three-phase supply. R, Y, B is the three-phase supply. This is the neutral point. This is the three-phase auto transformer. These three terminals are input terminals of the three-phase auto transformer. From the input supply, R phase connected to R. From the input supply, R phase is connected to the auto transformer R phase, and Y phase is connected to the auto transformer Y phase. B phase is connected to the auto transformer B phase. The three are input terminals of the auto transformer, and these three are output terminals of the auto transformer. This red wire is R phase, Y phase, blue phase. Yellow Y phase is nothing but yellow wire, blue phase is nothing but B phase, right? This is the output terminals of the three-phase auto transformer. Here we need a auto transformer to vary the input voltage from 0 to 415 volts. For that reason, we are using auto transformer in our experiment. Next one, in our experiment, one more important equipment is three-phase star connected variable inductive load. Here this wheel is used for variable load. Next, here S1, S2, S3 are coil 1, coil 2, coil 3, starting terminals S1, S2, S3. F1, F2, F3 are finishing terminals of these three coils. In star connection, these starting terminals are connected together. It means S1 is and S2 and S3 are connected together, or short circuit these three terminals for star connected connection. The rating of our load is 415 volts, 10 amperes rating. This is very important. 10 amperes rating. Load current is 10 amperes. Voltage is 415 volts. Here, these three terminals are F1 are R phase load, F2 are Y phase, F3 are blue phase. These three are load terminals. Okay, right. Next, coming to the here voltmeter. Here we are using only 0 to 150 volts voltage range, but three-phase supply 415 volts we have available, but we are using only 0 to 150 volts because of if you are applying 450 rated voltage to the 3-phase inductive load, it will creating hissing noise due to magnetic friction. Already we are what is magnetic friction, we are already discussed in demo section. For that reason we are selecting only 0 to 150 volts moving iron instrument. For AC supply, for that reason we are using moving iron instrument 0 to 150 volts. This voltmeter is connected in between R phase and Y phase. So it measures the line voltage between R and Y phase. This is the voltmeter. Next, coming to the ammeter, here we are using 0 to 10 amperes ammeter. Why we are selecting 10 amperes? Because of our load is 10 amperes load, our inductive load is 10 amperes load. For that reason we are selecting 10 amperes ammeter here. This is also moving iron ammeter. Next, coming to the wattmeter, in our experiment wattmeter is very important. Here wattmeter having 4 connection. Here see, terminal M and L, these two are fixed coils or current coils. Already we are learning in measurement subject, fixed coils. M and L are fixed coils or current coil terminals. Similarly here common or C, common terminal and V, 150 volts, C and V. These two are pressure coil terminals, what are common and 300 volts. These two are also pressure coil terminals. Here in this wattmeter we are using LPF wattmeter. LPF means low power factor wattmeter we are using, because why we are selecting low power factor wattmeter? Because of our load is 3-phase inductive load. In inductive load power factor is very low. For that reason we are selecting low power factor wattmeter. In our wattmeter range is here, wattmeter range is 5 amperes and 10 amperes available, but we are using 10 amperes range. We are connecting 10 amperes range are used because our load is 10 amperes. Here 4 terminals are there, B1, E2. Similarly B2 and E1. So this now B1 is connected to the E2. Now B2 is connected to the E1. The blade connected B1 and E2. Similarly the blade B2 and B2 is connected to E1. So this is see this is just like a parallel connection. So in parallel connection we required high current. For that reason here also 5 amperes and 10 amperes is available. So these two blades are connected in parallel. So this wattmeter we are using 10 amperes. If in case these blades are connected series, it means these two blades are connected in between E1 and E2. This is a series connection. So in series connection current is very less current. So here less current is 5 amperes. So for example this wattmeter we are using 5 amperes. These two blades are connected in between E1 and E2. If in case we are using 10 amperes, these blades are connected in like this structure already discussed in parallel. So we have 10 amperes requirement. For that reason put here B1 and E2 and B2 and E1 connected like this. Okay, next, this is very important in our experiment. This is the wattmeter. Next one, these are the operators for our experiment. Now we are going to the connections. So already we are discussed, this is the circuit diagram, already we are discussed in demo section. Now one more important point in this wattmeter, multiplication factor. Multiplication factor is nothing but connected voltage into formula for multiplication factor. Connected voltage into connected current divided by full scale reading of this meter. Into power factor. Here connected voltage is 150 volts. Connected current is 10 amperes. Here full scale reading is 75. So into power factor is 0.2. So 150 into 10 divided by 75 into 0.2. Simplifying these numerical values we obtain 4. So multiplication factor for this instrument is 4. This is very important multiplication factor also in our experiment. Now we are going to the connections. Now this voltmeter is connected in between R phase and Y phase. So this is R phase, red wire is nothing but R phase. Here R phase is connected to common terminal. Here R phase is connected to the common terminal. Similarly Y phase is connected to the 150 volts. So it means the voltmeter is connected across the R phase and Y phase. It measures the line voltage. Now similarly ammeter is connected in series with R phase. So this is the ammeter. This is the R phase. Already red wire is available here. So from this point to connect here ammeter common. So ammeter is connected in series with R phase. Ammeter under terminal is connected to the ammeter, another terminal is connected to the M, main terminal of the wattmeter. M, this is the M, main terminal of the wattmeter. Next here, okay, dear students, here L terminal of L means load. L terminal of the wattmeter is connected to the load R phase. So this is the load, red wire is load R phase is connected to the wattmeter L terminal. Here this is the wattmeter L terminal. Here this is the wattmeter L terminal. Next, students, see, this is CV is nothing but pressure coil. Wattmeter pressure coil is connected in between Y phase and B phase. Here C and B is nothing but wattmeter pressure coils connected in between Y phase and B phase. So that here this is the voltage terminal, wattmeter voltage terminal is connected to the here Y phase. Similarly, this is the load Y phase also connected to here. ఇది ముందు ఇది ఏమన్నా so here students observing here load Y phase and wattmeter V terminal connected to together here. Similarly load B phase and auto transformer B phase connected to the common terminal. Here this is the load B phase, auto transformer, here this is the auto transformer B phase connected to the common terminal of the wattmeter, connected to the common terminal of the wattmeter. Connected to the common terminal of the wattmeter. Students, see, this is our experiment connections. So coming to the circuit diagram here, R phase, Y phase, B phase and neutral. R, Y, B as input supply, 450 volts, 3 phase, 50 Hz supply, input supply. This input supply will given to the auto transformer input terminals. Here, these are auto transformer input terminals. Next, output terminals of the auto transformer. Here R phase output terminal of the auto transformer R phase is connected to the voltmeter and ammeter. Here voltmeter is connected in between R phase and Y phase. Similarly ammeter is connected in series with R phase. Here next wattmeter fixed coil is connected in series with ammeter or in series with R phase. Next one, here wattmeter load terminal is connected, here L means load in the wattmeter. This L terminal is connected to the load to the R phase. Similarly C and V are pressure coil terminals. C and V are connected across the Y and B phase. This is our circuit diagram. So here depending on our circuit diagram, depending on wattmeter connections, based on wattmeter connections it measures reactive power, because of here fixed coils are connected in series with R phase, pressure coils are moving coils are connected across B phase and Y phase. Our load is star connected load. In star connected load phase current is equal to line current. So here fixed coils measures line current. IR equal IL, so we are taking IL. Fixed coils measures line current IL. Similarly pressure coils connected in between B and Y phase, it measures line voltage. So line current into line voltage, and it measures phase angle between, this point is very important, it measures phase angle between IR and VBY. From the, we are already discussing demo section. From the phasor diagram we are obtaining VL into IL into sin phi. VL into IL into sin phi is nothing but reactive power. So in this wattmeter it measures reactive power. Based on this fixed coil and pressure coil terminals, it measures reactive power. Right, let us switch on the TPST switch supply, and this is the three-phase auto transformer, the most important precaution is at the time of starting, three-phase auto transformer is at minimum position. Now varying the voltage, now slow gradual increasing the voltage up to 120 volts, it will shows in voltmeter. Gradual increasing the voltage up to 120 volts with the help of three-phase auto transformer. Right, students observing voltmeter reading is 120 volts and ammeter reading and wattmeter readings also observing. Now plus or minus 6% and observing ammeter reading 2 amperes and wattmeter reading 3 into multiplication factor. Here wattmeter reading is 3 into multiplication factor. Okay. Next our reading from 2 to we are moving to 2.5 amperes and observing these readings ammeter and wattmeter readings. Here ammeter reading is 2.5 amperes and wattmeter reading is 4.5 watts into multiplication factor. Okay. Next we are moving from 3 amperes, right. Next observing the ammeter reading 3 amperes and wattmeter reading 5 watts into multiplication reading factor. Now we are increasing step by step point by 0.5 amperes. Now we will moving to the 3.5 amperes. 3.5 amperes and observing the here ammeter reading is 3.5 amperes and observing the wattmeter reading 5.2 watts into multiplication factor. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Hi students, now we are increasing the load current in step by step 1 ampere, 1.5 ampere, 2 amperes, 2.5 amperes, 3 amperes up to we are taking 6 readings and note down the voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter readings, and these are the experimentation readings. Now we are going to the calculation part. Let us see calculation part of this experiment and how to find out the three-phase reactive power with the help of single phase wattmeter. This is our experiment specialty. Okay, thank you students. Okay.
This is the tabular form of our experiment: serial number, voltage, current, wattmeter reading, three-phase reactive power. So here the voltage is the constant one, 120 volts, and we can vary the current corresponding variation of the load like 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 4 ampere, and corresponding wattmeter readings. Therefore, the three-phase reactive power is equal to √3 times of wattmeter reading. This is very important because wattmeter reading only gives VLIL sin phi. If you want to have three-phase reactive power, we should multiply with √3. So like this, we can easily do the experiment. So this experiment requires only this experiment requires less calculations, only the simple mathematical calculations, and the practical part of this experiment shall be explained by our fellow colleague Mr. Veeraya and our technician Ravi Kumar.